Happy Marnie's Day and happy birthday to my wife Jade. So it's been, shall we say, a little while since my last video, my last record of my journey. I'd say to some extent I was working with the runes Gebo and Wunjo, and let's just say over the festive period, over the holiday season, I didn't want to, I suppose, go with a, if it's not broke, don't fix it. The festive season has been, for the great part, as I hoped it would be. Reciprocity and joy for the family, feasting, and an abundance of all that is good in life. So the runes have served well, and obviously it's New Year's, the first video for the new year, and I have changed to a new rune. Did that on Friday when my kindred, we did a sort of end of Yule sumble, and during that I released Gebo and Wunjo and made a connection to my new rune to Rido, which I feel is very fitting for certainly the first few weeks of the new year. We have a new moon. Have to say, Marnie was shining full and proud last night. It was very, very sort of handsome to look upon in the night sky. He had certainly made an impression. And really, for the first few weeks, for the next part of my runic journey, I think it's about Rido, and seeing where the path leads. I've had a time to sort of not focusing on making as many videos as I normally do, to be elsewhere mentally, and to sort of review and to sort of just have a think about how I want to go forward, because I've kind of moved away from sort of a rigid pattern and sort of going into something that's a bit more instinctive, or not necessarily conforming. Not that I was conforming in any way, really, anyway, in any particular form. After all, I don't have physical runes that I'm working with anymore. I'm making a connection to the runes and seeing what happens. I did have an interesting sort of line of thinking when I was driving to work this morning, that while we might want the runes to bring us their benefits, that we work with the runes, and that perhaps we are more conduits with the runes to how we affect the world and the people around us, which in turn led to a thought about sort of fate and the norms. And really, I suppose, in light of being the new year and thinking about things, it's just sort of, we might not be able to sort of change our fate as has been decided by the norms. It's more a case of how we arrive at that point and what we do. That sort of, it's not the score you accumulate during your life, it's the way you have performed, how you have played the game, if you like, how you have met the challenges of life that are more important than, you know, the termination of this stage of our journey. Obviously, we do think about what happens when we die, when our mortality comes to an end as physical form. And it's, well, we'll find out when we get there. And it's easy to lose sight of what's going on around you. And that's not necessarily wise, because the moment, the life you are leading is the most significant thing, not what is on the distant horizon. Yes, have a awareness of the direction in which you're heading, but where you are, what you are doing, how you are affecting the people around you is got to be more important. There's got to be the critical focus of your perspective, because we all influence each other. We all hopefully make each other better by how we conduct ourselves, what we talk about, what we are infused about, and the things that we're not so infused about. And really, it's all part of the journey. And if you're doing the best you can, then that's all that really matters. And hopefully we can all build each other to arrive at our destination in the best way possible, so that we can manage sort of the bumps in the road as they come our way, because they're going to come your way. And there are times when it might feel that they come your way more often than is your fair share. And I guess you can argue that that might be from not looking what's ahead of you in the distance. It's really sort of, life is challenging. Life can be joyous. Life can be heartbreaking. They're all things to experience. They're all things to learn from. They're all things to sort of take on board and move forward with, hopefully as a wiser person. So Rido is what I'm working with moving forward for the moment. I am debating whether to change from a weekly or a fortnightly cycle to maybe working with the cycles of the moon, but I haven't made a decision about that. It's more a case of I don't know, and it's something for me to think about. I don't know. I will continue to ponder it and update my journey as and when it is my pattern to do. Obviously, I'm in more of a familiar environment now rather than being at home. I've had a long time at home, and it's good to be back out in the world. Anyway, it is my wife's birthday today, so we are off to see Avatar 2 tonight, as that should be good. It was also my granddaughter's birthday yesterday, so we didn't get to see her, but I just want to say happy birthday, Emily. I hope you had a great day and you weren't spoiled too much. That's it for now. Thank you for watching my video or my videos. Do take care. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.